Welcome to Nut Wars 7, and here's your host, the man who spends half of his life in a suit, and the other half of his life in clothes that don't fit him anymore. So 100% of the time in clothes that don't fit him anymore. Masterath.
Did you miss us? Well, we're back! And we are back with a vengeance. Just like the phoenix rising from the ashes, Nut Wars returns. Now, I know we've had a lot of speculation over the last couple of years of, is there going to be a Nut Wars this year? The last one seemed like a perfect way to end a 6-year series, but that's the problem with Nut Wars. It continues, regardless of how many fall. And last time round, so many fell. They lost, never to be seen again. At high stakes, Nut Wars 6 last year, we saw a shock as we saw a nut that not many people would have thought would win the Nut Wars Championship, but they went on to beat a former Nut Wars finalist and 2 former Nut Wars champions. That nut is our reigning and defending champion, Nutbuster, and they are here tonight.
It's a tough one. Oh, another tough one, but go on, crack 'em, do it! There we go! We have a winner, and who is it going to be? Oh, Roll the Nut 2 has been defeated!
But there's one problem with being Nut Wars champion. The moment that you get that championship, the moment you get that title, there's a target on you. And the target stays on you. And that target is the form of 7 brave warriors straight from a supermarket somewhere, I don't know, probably Tesco's or something. But they are here with their lovely colours and everything, and drawings that a 8-year-old child could probably make a better version of. But they are here to try and take the title away from our defending champion. And the person that wins has a target on their back for the year. Nut Wars is constant. The champion never has time to rest. The champion is always a wanted nut. And this year, once again, 8 nuts, including our current series champion, will be fighting out for the Nut Wars title, the 7th Nut Wars Championship. So let's go down to our cracker. It's the man himself, Working Masterath. Great pun, I know.
It's been a hard day's night. I've been working like a dog. It's been a
Hello. So bleeding tired!
Did you really have to kick off with a Beatles song, mate? Seriously, now everyone knows that I'm about 52.
Well, yeah, we got a bit classier, haven't we? You know, you're in a suit, I'm in half of one, I guess.
Honestly, I blame all this speculation of Nut Wars not coming back this year on you, mate. I mean, how many videos have you done this year? How many? About 11 or 12? You've been incredibly inactive. There was even a time when for 3 months you didn't do anything. You lazy bastard.
What'd you expect? I work damn hard for a living. Sadly, I'm growing up, so I don't have much free time on my hands, I'm afraid. We're lucky Nut Wars is coming out this year.
You've been in employment for 6 years. You could easily just find time to do it, you know.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. If we're going to continue this conversation, I might as well do it properly. Cheers.
Are you drinking another Red Bull? That's your second today. And it's only about 11 o'clock in the morning. Don't you get like a sugar rush from it?
No, I don't get a sugar rush from these. It just simply means I stay awake a bit longer, which I kind of have to, with the way things are going at the moment.
Look, I know this is supposed to be the epitome of what I am normally, but I'm trying to make this Nut Wars be, you know, entertaining as a plane goes by. Go away, plane!
Look, I've got work in about 2 hours. Can we get this ball rolling?
Yes, we shall begin Nut Wars. Yes, I believe we shall begin Nut Wars with the first round. 8 nuts are about to be halved. 4 are going to remain after this. Let's begin Nut Wars 7.
And here we go again. 8 nuts and 1 winner. Nut Wars 7 is about to begin. And let's see who they've got in the first round. So the first round looks pretty interesting for the look of it. We have Ice Nut versus BULBA Nut in round 1. The second match involves Nutty Pox versus Slim Nut. Devil Nut takes on the current reigning champions Nutbuster. And Walnut takes on Nutbeard.
From McMurdo Station, Antarctica, Ice Nut.
And our first Nut Wars 7 participant has entered the battle. It's Ice Nut. It's a very large and heavy nut, and it's pretty solid. The only problem it possibly could have is that it is currently humid here in England. Let's hope they don't thaw out at the first round.
From Yokohama, Japan, BULBA Nut.
And here comes BULBA Nut from Yokohama in the Kanto region of Japan. See, all these origins have actually got meaning to them. And if we're talking about Pokemon, this could be a difficult battle for BULBA Nut since it's against something that is ice. We'll find out how it's going to do.
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
And here we go, the first match of the first round, and there's a crack immediately. And Ice Nut has gone. BULBA Nut goes through to the second round. Well, I guess Pokemon doesn't work in Nut Wars. Grass has actually beaten Ice. Now it's time for our next match, Nutty Pox versus Slim Nut.
From Brentford, England, Nutty Pox.
And here is Nutty Pox, a nut that looks very similar to other nuts from Nut Wars series. But no, it's a new nut, honest, it is. This nut, for example, has killed millions, but hasn't killed anything in a while. I think it's getting close to retirement age.
From Kira, Uganda, Slim Nut.
Honestly, I should take classes from this nut. Look how slim it is and light and sexy. Yes. Anyway, Slim Nut, it's a very slim nut, very light nut. Not sure what it's going to do here since it's sort of the Battle of the Giants Nut Wars, but who knows? Maybe it can produce a shock.
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
And here we go, the second match of the first round.
Oh, Jesus. That's a tough one immediately. Great. There it is.
Okay, 2 battles in already, we've got a problem, but we also have a winner. Slim Nut's gone, and the win goes to Nutty Pox. So Nutty Pox is the victor of a very, very, very strong match. Slim Nut did very well, but not well enough. Now it's time for our reigning champions, Nutbuster, as they take on the deepest, darkest part of hell in Devil Nut.
From New Orleans, America, Devil Nut.
And here is Devil Nut with its satanic and evil powers, having the ability to torment billions, maybe trillions, quadrillions, for eternity! It just sucks for it that, well, it's not real.
From Ottawa, Canada, and reigning champions, Nutbuster.
Semi-finalist in Nut Wars 4 and the current reigning champion of Nut Wars. Nutbuster defeated 2 former Nut Wars champions to win the Nut Wars 6 championship last year, and it is back this year to defend its title and its 4-1 record.
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
Here we go. How is the champion going to perform with a year out? That's some nice cracks there. It's like ASMR. No, we're not turning into that. Oh, no! And Nutbuster goes! Devil Nut has slayed the champion. Nutbuster has gone the way of Fat Nut the 4th and has been knocked out in the first round, which puts Devil Nut through into the second round. Now our final match of the first round, it's Walnut versus Nutbeard.
From El Paso, America, Walnut.
Honestly, couldn't think of a design for this one, so why not make something topical from a couple of years ago. But anyway, here is Walnut. It's a nut. That is all you need to know. Let's not go any further into it. It is a nut.
From Tunbridge, England, Nutbeard.
The masculine awesomeness that is Nutbeard. Look, it has a beard on it! But I sure hope it's gone through that itchy phase, because that's annoying when that happens. Anyone who's ever tried to grow a beard will know that.
Three, two, one. Cracktivate.
Okay, and the last round of the Hey! Let me do the intro first. Okay, never mind. Looks like Walnut lasted a while, didn't it? Well, Nutbeard goes through to the second round. And with Nutbeard's victory, we have our 4 semi-finalists here in Nut Wars 7. And while we put them in a pot and not roast them, but actually pick to see who will take on who in the semi-finals, let's go back up to Masterath, who still is in a suit for some reason. I still don't know why that is.
Half of the field has been cut, and we are here at the semi-finals. The reigning champion is already gone, leaving 4 brand new nuts looking to become the Nut Wars champion for the first time. But now we're going to find out which nuts have the power to do so, and which just got lucky. It's time for the semi-finals.
I still don't understand the suit. No one understands the suit. Anyway, it's time for the Nut Wars 7 semi-finals. It's Devil Nut versus Nutbeard, but first, Nutty Pox versus BULBA Nut.
3, 2, 1. Cracktivate.
And the first match of the semi-finals. Here we go. There's a crack immediately. That was a quick match. And it's over for Nutty Pox. BULBA Nut through to the finals. BULBA Nut has made it through to the Nut Wars final looking for immortality. Speaking of immortality, I see Devil Nut with the remnants of the former champion still fresh on it. I wonder if this is some sort of psych out as it goes against Nutbeard in the second match.
3, 2, 1. Cracktivate.
And here we go. Who is going to take BULBA Nut on in the finals? There's some cracks immediately. It's not done yet from the look of it. Oh, and there's some more. This is just torture right now. And it's Devil Nut that's having the problem, but he's still in it from the look of it. More cracks.
Jesus. That's the damage that's been done already. Technically, he's still in it. Could still win it.
He is still in. He's not half cracked yet. There it is. I think that's the crack, and I think, yep, Devil Nut is out. Nutbeard has gone through to the finals. Honestly, I believe Devil Nut deserves a lot of praise for hanging in there that broken against an opponent. But alas, Devil Nut has been defeated, and it's Nutbeard going to the finals to take on BULBA Nut. Let's go back up to Masterath, and maybe he'll explain why he's in a suit.
And with that, we are down to 2 nuts. 75% of the field is now gone, and only 2 remain. But which nut has more will? Which nut has more structural integrity? It's about time we find out. Who is going to be the Nut Wars 7 champion? It's time for the finals.
And here we are, folks, the Nut Wars 7 finals. It's BULBA Nut versus Nutbeard. Which of these 2 nuts is going to live on in infamy as Nut Wars 7's champion? Let's go to Working Masterath to find out that exact question.
3, 2, 1. Cracktivate.
Who's going to win it? Who is going to win the Nut Wars 7 championship? There's the crack. It's over. Who's got it? It's Nutbeard! Nutbeard wins! BULBA Nut out! Defeated and broken, Nutbeard is the new Nut Wars champion! Nut Wars 7's champion! Nutbeard has done it! Let's go back up to Masterath. He's not going to explain why he's in a suit, but he will be able to close the show with the official word.
And there you have it! Nutbeard has won the Nut Wars Championship. Nut Wars 7 has its champion in a nut with a beard on it. I have made worse designs. Working Masterath, what do you think of this victory?
It's just convenient, really, isn't it? You know, with a month that is dedicated to facial hair and things, that the bearded one wins. Nutbeard is the new Nut Wars champion. It was very interesting and also very bleeding difficult to try and crack him at some point. Like, my hands are red. Look at that. My hands are red. Maybe I'm getting too old for this. My prime was about 6 years ago. But Nut Wars 7's champion, as it rises from the ashes, is a nut with a painted, well, coloured-in beard on it.
Well, maybe you are getting too old for this. Remember, you are a 26-year-old man cracking nuts once a year. Not even to eat them. You just shove them in the bin, as we found out in Nut Wars 6. But with that, folks, we are done with Nut Wars 7. Our new Nut Wars champion is Nutbeard. And we'll be seeing you next year, because there will be another one for Nut Wars 8. I'm Masterath, and I will see you soon.